Only a few more days left of August. All right. Here we go. You should look for this portion of your notes. It's like just under halfway down the page, okay? We're going to be talking about multiplying and dividing integers. Now we have some rules, and luckily what's nice about this, our rules for multiplying and dividing are the same, okay? When we talked about adding and subtracting, we had to do some work with subtracting in order to be able to add the numbers together. For multiplying and dividing, we have the same rules, okay? So raise your hand if you can tell me what happens if we multiply or divide two numbers that have the same sign. Then our answer is going to be positive, okay? So whether we multiply or divide two positive numbers, if we multiply or divide two negative numbers, our answer is going to be positive regardless. Okay. Braxton, you okay with that?
I'm trying to write it down.
Okay, so find, it's like halfway down the page, find this. Do you see the Mickey Mouse?
Oh, okay. Right chain. And positive. I know what was the other thing you said?
I haven't yet.
I thought you said something about me, like.
Like, is that okay? Like, are you okay with that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. You looked lost, that's why I needed to help.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
You are welcome. Multiplying or dividing two numbers that have different signs results in a, what kind of answer? Braxton?
Negative.
Negative.
Good job, Daddy. Thank you.
Okay. So this little notes sheet has a Mickey Mouse, okay? Where Mickey Mouse has negative lines for eyes and then a plus sign for his mouth, okay? So, okay, first of all, if I do this,
Oh, wait, never mind.
do you see that this is like his head with his ears?
Yeah, and then the eyes,
Okay.
the lines, and then the mouth.
Okay, so here are he's closing his eyes and he's not dead. And blowing a kiss. I don't know. Okay, now what we can do is if we have two negative numbers that we're multiplying or dividing, if we color in the two negatives, our answer is a positive. If, not right now, I'm showing you how this works. If we have a negative and a positive, I'll color those in and look, I have a negative left. Our answer is going to be negative. Okay, so some of you are going to be able to remember positive times positive, negative times negative means a positive answer. Some of you are going to be able to just remember positive times a negative or positive divided by negative, we're going to get a negative answer. But if you need to draw Mickey Mouse blowing a kiss,
I love rainbow kisses.
then you can use that as a tool to help you. Okay. Did you have a question, Braxton?
Oh, I do that.
Okay.
So what, if you're like multiplying and it's negative and one's positive, it'll still be negative, right?
Correct.
And if it's negative and negative, it'll still be negative.
No.
Positive.
See this right here. If they're both negative, we color in the negatives and we're left with positive.
Negative times negative, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Okay. So I want you to take a highlighter from your caddy and I want you to highlight negative times positive equals negative. Negative times negative equals positive. Just so you can draw your eyes, draw attention to those if you need that reminder. Okay.
You know.
Okay. Okay. Now we are going to do the examples that are at the bottom of that page. So I think we have 4 multiplication and 4 division. Please wait for me. Please don't work ahead of me. Please work with me. Okay. All right. So our first one is number 9. We have -7 times 3. Okay. First of all, I want you to think for yourself, is our answer positive or negative? Just think to yourself. Think to yourself. Think to yourself. Think to yourself. Lauren, positive or negative answer? Okay, we're multiplying a negative times a positive. And so our answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to put my negative sign, and Braxton, what is 7 times 3?
7, 21.
21. So our answer is a negative 23. Oh, 21. Sorry. I saw the 3. Negative 21. See, you're paying attention. I love it.
7, 14, 20. Just at this one moment.
Just at this one moment. Okay. All right. Next problem, number 10. Think to yourself, what kind of answer are we going to have? Just think to yourself, guys. We're gonna share the responsibility, okay? So we're gonna wait a little bit before you answer another one. Okay, Tyler, what kind of answer are we gonna have? Why? Okay, and what's a positive times positive? So look at that warm up that you just did. Did you have any negative answers? Like Jada has hers right next to you. Do you have any negative answers? No, positive times positive is going to be a positive, okay? Hey, he was not the only one to think that our answer was negative, okay? Hey, hey, Preston, not helpful, Tyler. Hey, it is okay to make mistakes, but let us make the mistake and let's correct it and remember how to correct it, okay? 2 positives, that's what you multiplied before you even knew what a negative was, okay? 2 positives will always make a positive, okay? All right, now, Tyler, 32 times 8. We don't have a calculator.
256.
Did you do that just in your head?
No.
Okay, Ryan, what might be a helpful thing to do? We might need to do a little scratch work, right, Tyler? Okay, so we need to take 32 times 8, just over here, off to the side, okay? Braxton, what is 8 times 2? 16, so I'm gonna put the 6, carry the 1. 8 times 3 is 24, add the 1, 25. So we have a positive 256. Corin. I don't know what's in the air today. But, whew. Okay. All right. Are you okay with multiplying double-digit numbers? Okay, that's good. All right. Number 11. Think to yourself. Braxton, just put your hand. Think to yourself, is it going to be a negative or a positive answer? Okay. Bronson, what is your idea? Is it going to be a negative or a positive answer? Negative. If we take a negative times a positive, we are going to have a negative answer. Trent, what's our answer? Negative 80. It's really nice when I give you 10 to multiply by, right?
Yeah, good job, Trent. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 12, I want you to do without me. Number 12, do without me. And then check in with your neighbor. Braxton. We're not turning that way. We're focused this way. Don't care. You're checking answers with number 12. You're checking answers with number 12.
I did it. I got it.
We'll check with the reason. Okay, Kinley, what'd you get for this? Positive or negative 10? When we multiply two negative numbers, our answer is going to be positive. So we should have a positive 10 for an answer. So this is me drawing attention to that's the answer, especially if I have any work that I'm showing. Okay, like in the example 2 previous, we had to show some work. So I just wanted to draw attention to our answer. Okay. All right, so now let's change gears here for division. So division can look a couple of different ways. And you'll notice, like, look at number 13 and look at number 14. They're written two different ways. Sometimes you'll have it written like this fraction that we can do the division, or it might be written like this with a division sign. They both mean divide. Okay. Yeah. So we need to take negative 48 and divide it by a positive 3. First of all, Harper, what kind of answer are we going to get? Positive or negative? Negative. If we take a negative and positive number and divide them, we are going to get a negative answer. Now, some of us might know what 48 divided by 3 is off the top of our head. Some of us might not. So if you don't know this division off the top of your head, that's okay. We know this strategy called long division. 48 divided by 3. Okay, but first we got to focus on this. 3 goes into 4 how many times? 1. 3 times 1 is 3. We subtract to get 1, bring down the 8. 3 goes into 18 how many times? Okay, so 48 divided by 3 is 16. But since we have negative 48 divided by 3, our answer is a negative 16. Braxton, I would call on you every time if I could, but we got to share the love. What is your question? Do you have a question on this particular problem? Are you sure? I would love to answer your question. Okay. All right. Number 14 is written with a division symbol instead of like the fraction bar divide. Okay. That's okay. We're taking negative 20 divided by negative 4. Now, Cordell, gut feeling, what kind of answer are we going to get if we're taking negative 20 divided by negative 4? Positive. Okay, if we color in the two negatives of our Mickey Mouse symbol here, we are going to get a positive answer. Okay. And Ryan, what is 20 divided by 4? 5. Okay. Figure out the sign first, then do the operation with just the whole numbers. Yes.
But like when you're multiplying, isn't like the first number, isn't that what you put into the second number to like see how many times the first number goes into the second number?
Hey, I can't hear Braxton because there's too much background noise. Okay, explain that again.
All right, so like the first number is 20, right?
Yep.
You see how many times 20 can go into 4?
No. You're seeing how many times does 4 go into 20?
Like, so it's always the second number that goes into the first number?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What if the small number's first, then the small number goes into the bigger number second?
It's always going to be how many times does the second number go into the first number? Always. Okay. No matter what.
So Trent's giving me wrong information.
You know what, bro?
So the second number is always how many times does the second number go into the first number? All right, no matter what. Okay, no matter what anybody else says, you know that is fact.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at number 15. Let's look at number 15. Okay, this one I have you do. Okay, this means negative, this means positive. Negative, positive. What kind of answer are we gonna have? Show me. Negative or positive? Negative or positive? I'm seeing like this.
I don't extend.
It has to be flat.
All right, we're getting a negative answer. We have a negative times a positive. I mean, divided by, sorry, a positive divided by a negative. We're gonna have a negative answer. Now, 90 divided by 45. Okay, so this is what Braxton was asking. We go with the second number. How many groups of 45 does it take to make 90? Just show me with your fingers, as you can. 2 groups of 45 will create our 90. So we have -2. Okay, everyone write down their answer to the last problem. Eyes up here. Eyes up here. Okay, so this is another different symbol. Okay, so instead of like the fraction bar, we just have like the slashy bar. It means the same thing. It means divide. Okay. Kinley, what is 63 divided by 7? 9. And we have positive number divided by a positive number. That's just normal. We're just gonna leave it alone. It's gonna be positive. Okay.
I'm always right.
Okay, I would like you to turn the page to page 7. And do you see this? Practice makes perfect. These are the ones I want you to cross off. Cross off 12, cross off 13. And I want you to right now focus on that 7 through 18. I want you to start working on those for me. Okay. If you would like to work with your elbow partner, you may. You don't have an elbow partner today. Yeah. Get to work. Get to work. Get to work. No. Work. They're just like separating it out. So there's like the 5 is negative and they're just like making sure you understand that it's negative. So just you're multiplying -3.
Oh,
negative
instead of
5.
so you don't think it's like a minus. sign.
Correct. Yes.
So that's when you just multiply them all together, because the problem is there's 2 negatives.
Yes. So do one at a time. So like do that. And then you get a number multiplied by -3.
Zero times anything 0.
It is. Okay, I would really love if you would compare your answers with your elbow partner as you go, and you keep all 4s on the ground so you don't stab me as I walk by. Can you stay on that? Thanks. Are you okay?
Yeah, I had to get my physical.
Oh, okay. So you don't stab me as I. Makes me nervous though if you fall. If you are done with 7 through 18, see what you can do on that 19 through 24.
But if 2 of them are negative, then does it go positive or do all of them have to be negative?
So like, let's do it separately. So like -2 times -3 is
5,
mm,
3,
mm,
6.
6. So it'd be +6, right?
Yeah.
So now you have +6 times +4. What are you confused about?
Oh, not about this.
I'm already done. This is easy.
You have to do
Just like-
this.
Yeah, Brady had to do that. She said through 19 through 20. Listen.
Doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you listen, she said 7.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more minute and then we're gonna talk about these together.
No, because that's not my name.
Is this the last thing we're doing?
Yeah, then I'm gonna show you how to do your homework. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm not Miss Rue. Mrs. Holman,
No, I never said you were her. I'm saying.
did you have homework last Friday?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, she doesn't give us homework.
Before we finished it in class.
Yeah. So did you have
No.
homework?
She says,
Because
Yeah.
no
for
one
our
else did.
period, we have no homework Friday. Yeah.
Let's start working on these. Brady, what's the answer to number 7? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Negative times a negative is a positive. Very good. Number 8. Oh, this looks familiar. Didn't we do this one?
Yes, twice already.
Negative 21. Positive times a negative is a negative. 7 times 3 is 21. I really do. All right, Trent, what's number 9? 0. Did everyone hear Braxton when he said this really loud? Hey, anything times 0 is 0. There we go. Tyler, what's number 10? 35. Okay, Tyler said 35. A negative times a negative is a positive. All right, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Number 11. Quinlan, what'd you get for number 11? Negative 16. Negative times a positive is a negative. We skipped 12. We skipped 13. Now, number 14. Bennett, what was your thought process for number 14?
4 times -2.
Which is what? So now we have -8 times -3, which is 24. Okay, do one multiplication at a time. I know that some people decided to do -2 times -3 to get +6, and +6 times 4 was our +24. Either way is fine. Just do 2 numbers at a time. 4 times -2 is -8, and then we take that number times our -3. All right. Number 15, Bella, what'd you get? Okay, do you know what 16 divided by 4 is? 4, okay. And we're taking a -16 divided by a +4. So if we do our Mickey Mouse smiling or blowing a kiss. Okay, we will color in the positive and 1 negative. What kind of answer are we gonna have? What kind of answer are we gonna have? Negative. So this is gonna be a -4. Okay, negative and positive. We're gonna have a negative answer. Okay. 16. 16. If we draw our Mickey Mouse blowing a kiss with his eyes closed. Okay, Ariana, what did you get for this answer? 4. We'll color in both of the negatives and we're left with a positive. Negative divided by a negative is going to be a positive. 20 divided by 5 is going to be 4. Okay, and then Cordell, what's 17? What's 9 divided by 3, Cordell? 9. Just look at me. Look at me. Look at me. What's 9 divided by 3?
6.
Okay. And if we have, look at me, Cordell. Cordell, look at me. Negative divided by a positive gives us a negative for a 3. See, you got it, Cordell. You got it. All right, Jada, what'd you get for 18? 2, all right? A negative 20 divided by a negative 10 is gonna get us a positive 2. Okay. Everyone get out your computers. That stinks.
What? What are those happening? Okay, Cordell, your stuff. 19. How'd you get?
All right. So in your Google Classroom, I have posted something that looks like this. I want you all to get there. Go to my Google Classroom.
Oh, one's dead.
What's wrong with my thing?
I don't know, but if yours is not dead,
Oh, it's not dead. Is this homework? The homework?
this is our homework.
No. TV.
So I want, let's see. Okay.
Right click on. Which thing?
Okay, so eyes up here. Eyes up here. Everybody has this exact same thing in their Google Classroom. Do you see where it says start? Okay, when you multiply or divide two positive integers, the answer will be positive. So in the yellow, click there and write positive. What happens? It turns green. And then it tells you where to go next.
Oh, I'm done. I almost went to this way instead of that way. Right, you're supposed to go this way?
Uh-huh. Wherever this box, this green box tells you where to go next.
Is it Google
Need the whole
Forms?
side.
Right there. Oh. Oh.
See? So start right here.
Oh.
Okay, so here.
What's the one that says the date?
Oh, if it turns red, got wrong, try again.
Oh.
Wait, for the first one, is it negative?
Look, I have it up there.
Oh. Hard. What's happening? Oh. Yo, that's what I did. How do you get?
How do you break positive?
That's multiplying, not dividing. No, you're supposed to multiply.
Oh. Oh my, dude, I'm done.
I didn't know. It's okay.
Like, are you
5 and 3, I think you like.
Can I do this later?
Fight.
That's a threat.
Yeah.
How threat.
That's kind of like 10%.
Oh, wait.
I'm not.
Very. Sugar me to breathe.